are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And the story of the Raiders season, Charles, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The brand new stadium, no one really knew what to expect. The Raiders hadn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season. But much like the Vegas hockey team did in their first season, here are the Raiders trying to win it all.
Yeah, good fortune smiled on them and the Vegas hockey team their first year in town, right? But how about this football franchise? Remember, in the past, they and the Colts, the only franchise to win a Super Bowl in two different cities. Now they're trying to win in their third city. And I'll tell you this, if they pull it off, they won't just be celebrating in Vegas. I think they'll be smiling in Oakland as well.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the fifth time in franchise history. But we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits. Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And boy, they had some great teams too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach. Fran Tarkenton, a quarterback. Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And shedding his way forward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Flushed out right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find Williams on the slant, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 more there and another first down.
40-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
4 yards.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Complete.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for big shot downfield, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Oh, fighting off the defender. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Man, that ain't made no sense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call. He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Drops this off to Richard. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Reception here by Ruggs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Cook. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3.
That right now, that's a undefeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 13.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Cousins hands to Dalvin.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Taken down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just is not gone as they had hoped. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.